Kathy at mimiscraftcorner.blogspot.com. Finding the perfect paper trimmer for any crafter seems to be a daunting task. At least it has been for me. I have had many paper trimmers in the past, and some have been my favorite, and others were okay for a while, but then they didn't last. So this past year, I've really kind of been on my search for paper trimmers. And I wanted to share with you right now the ones that are working perfectly for me. And they are all three by Tonic. And some of them have the Tim Holtz brand on them. So this one is the big, it's a guillotine. You see that it has an arm that easily can be put on, and that arm then extends, it looks like, to about 13 inches, but easily you can do a 12 by 12 piece of paper on here. The markings are great. You have the same markings here that you do up here, but what's great is these up here really show you. I like to do things in 1/8 of an inch, so when I'm doing borders, it's important for me to be able to see that. Having the blocks run all the way down your paper cutter really gives you an opportunity to make sure that you're the same distance up here that you are down here. The other thing that's really nice about all three of these is that they have this little bar that when you put your piece of paper in, you push down on the paper, and you can see you're not only pushing at the top, but you're pushing at the bottom before you use the guillotine handle to keep the paper from slipping. This big machine, I have taken it with me when I've gone to a retreat. The handle, this part comes off, stores underneath the machine, as well as this one. So when I need to cut my paper, that's the one I'm going to go to for a big, either 8.5 by 11, most likely, or a 12. Now, the other one that I love is also made by Tonic with the Tim Holtz brand on it. Smaller version of what you have just seen. And it looks like I'm missing a little pad. That's the reason it's kind of wobbling. So I'm going to have to look, see if I have a little red pad someplace around here. Again, love the markings up here. It makes it very easy for me to see where I want to go. And the one that I like the most, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Do you see this dashed line here? So that dashed line is at the 5.5 inch mark. You have another dashed line at the 4 1/4. So keep in mind that's an A2 size card, 5.5 by 4 1/4. So if you're doing layers and you want to layer, I'm going to use a dark piece of cardstock so that you can see. But if I know I'm going to be layering on this, and this is traditionally where my paper is going to be, okay, and I want it 1/8 of an inch less, I simply go over 2 little tick marks, or half of this box. Let's see if you can see my finger. Half of one of these boxes. Okay, and I know that if I cut it, it'll be perfect. If I need it cut the other direction, here is 4 1/4, and if I go in half of that box, I'm going to get 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, so it works out perfectly for that. And again, cuts like butter. It's got the little press pads. And then, of course, there are times that I sit at my desk when I'm doing stamping, and I just need to do a little trimming. This is a great little size. And this one is also made by Tonic. Okay, this is there. You can see from my hand how big this is. Works great on my table. Again, it's got the little, the little handles down here for you to push on so that your paper doesn't slip. And I just wanted to share these 3 products with you. I'm not paid to endorse Tonic, excuse me. I keep saying Tonic, it's Tonic. I'm not a paid endorser of Tonic or Tim Holtz. I just happen to like these. So I wanted to share with you. Have a great day crafting. Bye-bye.